Dear ladies and gentlemen, in a world obsessed with noise, likes, shares, applause, performance, there's a sacred power in silence. Champions aren't made when the crowd is cheering. Champions are made when no one is clapping, when no one is watching, and still they show up. Still, they train, still, they pray, still, they believe, because real strength isn't developed in the spotlight. It's developed in the shadows, when you're practicing while others are partying, when you're sacrificing while others are sleeping. When you're crying, but still choosing to rise, that's where champions are born, not on the stage, but in the secret place. It's in the midnight hours when you wrestle with your doubts. It's in the early morning grind that no one sees. It's in the discipline to keep pushing when there's no visible reward. And that silence, that's where your foundation is being built. That's where your soul is being carved to carry the weight of destiny. People want the crown, but they don't want the crushing that comes before it. They want the reward, but they don't want the routine. But champions, true champions, are different. They don't need a crowd to validate their calling. They've already heard the quiet voice of purpose calling them higher, and they've decided, I will go even if I go alone. So don't be discouraged by the silence. Don't be frustrated by the waiting. That silence is not rejection, it's preparation. Heaven trains in silence before it releases in public. The quiet seasons are the most productive seasons. That's where your spirit grows roots. That's where you build resilience. That's where God shapes your calling with His own hands. The silence you hate today will be the strength you lean on tomorrow. The places you were overlooked will become the ground of your overflow. The hours you spent crying will turn into rivers of power flowing through your life. So keep building, keep praying, keep showing up. Let the silence mold you. Let it teach you. Because when God finally unveils what He's been doing in the dark, the world won't just see your gift. They'll feel your depth. Your scars will carry stories. Your victories will carry weight. And the noise of your success will be nothing compared to the strength built in your silence. 10 key points of the speech. Champions are forged in private, not in public applause. Discipline in silent seasons builds unshakable strength. The world sees the outcome, but champions embrace the process. Purpose grows best in obscurity, away from distraction. Your private devotion determines your public impact. God uses silence to train, not to punish. The less noise around you, the more clarity within you. Hidden work leads to holy breakthroughs. What you do when no one sees defines who you'll be when everyone's watching. True greatness never shouts. It just shows up ready. Let me know if you'd like each key point expanded in long form, or if you want this turned into a short script, YouTube description, or reel format. Absolutely. Here is a ** long form expansion of key point 1 * from the speech **. Champions are made in silence **, written in the same passionate, spiritually intense tone **, without a subtitle or conclusion **. We love the sound of applause. The roar of a crowd, the viral post, the celebration when someone finally makes it. But what we fail to see, what gets hidden behind the curtain of success is the ** grind that nobody clapped for **. Champions are not born in the noise. They are ** forged in silence **, in the quiet, uncelebrated spaces where only God and discipline are watching. Nobody claps for you when you wake up at 5 a.m. to fight through your thoughts. Nobody is cheering when you deny your comfort and say yes to another round of effort. There are no followers praising your consistency, no fans applauding your sacrifice, and yet, **, it is in those very moments that champions are made **. It's the late night decisions that no one sees. It's the rejection you endured but didn't let define you. It's the prayer you prayed when your heart was shattered, and the commitment you kept when quitting would have been easier. That's where the making happens. Not in front of an audience, but in the stillness where character is chiseled. What makes a champion isn't talent, it's tenacity in the unseen. It's not how loudly you roar, but how deeply you root. It's not the lights on the stage, it's the tears in the prayer closet, The discipline to keep going when everything inside you says stop. The courage to believe God is doing something even when you feel absolutely nothing. Because let me tell you, God doesn't manufacture champions in the spotlight He develops them in the dark While others are scrolling, you're studying. While others are seeking praise, you're seeking purpose. And that contrast is what sets you apart. The silence that seems so painful now is sacred space for transformation. When you train without a crowd, you learn to lean not on applause but on conviction. When you move without affirmation, your motivation becomes pure. And when you rise from a place of obscurity, you rise with power that isn't borrowed from people, it's built by presence, pain, and perseverance. Don't despise the quiet season. That's where the champion is being built. Not with noise, but with obedience. Not with flash, but with faith. Champions don't wait to be seen to start working. They trust that what is unseen today will one day echo in ways they never imagined. Would you like to continue with the expansion of key point 2 next? Certainly. Here's a long form expansion of key point 2 from the speech Champions are made in silence in the same bold and emotionally charged tone without a subtitle and without a conclusion The silence that surrounds your grind isn't a punishment it's a proving ground Discipline in the silent seasons isn't just a routine, it's a revelation of who you are when no one is watching. It's easy to be faithful when people are cheering, when the lights are on, when every effort is met with validation. But what about when there's no spotlight? What about when your hard work isn't acknowledged, your sacrifices go unnoticed, and your progress feels painfully slow? That's where the battle really is. It's not in the noise, it's in the quiet, relentless discipline to show up again and again. To stay planted, to keep digging, to keep praying. That kind of consistency builds a strength that can't be shaken, because it's not built on recognition, it's built on conviction Discipline means doing the right thing, even when it's not exciting. It means showing up to rehearse that speech, to build that business, to study that scripture, or to develop that craft, when nobody is clapping for you and nobody is checking on you. And that's the kind of discipline that distinguishes those who just dream from those who actually dominate. You can't fake discipline. You can't post it on Instagram and pretend it's real, because it's forged in decisions no one sees. It's the mental war you win in the morning when the alarm goes off and everything in you wants to stay in bed. It's the refusal to let laziness define your destiny. It's when your feelings scream no, but your future deserves a yes. So you move anyway. Some people want favor without faithfulness. They want results without resistance. But champions understand that resilience is trained in the repetition Not once, not twice, but over and over and over, until what once was a struggle becomes second nature. Until what once was difficult becomes your default. And here's the beauty of it. While others rely on motivation, you've cultivated something deeper. A quiet fire, a holy grit. You've learned to obey in silence, to endure in silence, to grind in silence. That's the strength discipline gives you, not just the ability to begin, but the endurance to finish. There are no shortcuts, no bypasses. You don't get handed a champion's crown. You're shaped for it. Slowly, daily, quietly, and every silent sacrifice, every hidden moment of obedience, is preparing you for a victory that noise could never deliver. Discipline in the silence doesn't just make you consistent, it makes you unstoppable. Would you like to move forward with the expansion of key point 3? Of course. Here's a long form expansion of key point 3 from the speech Champions are made in silence written in the same intense, spiritually grounded tone without a subtitle and without a conclusion It's easy to admire the outcome. The trophy, the promotion, the stage, the influence. Those things are loud, they're seen, they shine. But what we forget is that the outcome is only the evidence of a process that happened when nobody was looking. Champions don't become champions at the moment they succeed. They become champions in every moment they could have quit but didn't. In every moment they chose growth over comfort, faith over fear, and obedience over applause. You see, the world is trained to celebrate results, not roots. It praises the fruit but ignores the soil. But God works from the inside out. While people are clapping for what they see, God is honoring what no one else saw, those private battles, those late night prayers, those internal wars where you said, "I will not bow to pressure. I will not shrink in this silence. I will stay faithful." Every public victory is built on a foundation of private sacrifice. People see the blessing, but not the burden. They see the elevation, but not the endurance it took to get there. Champions understand this ***. They don't seek applause because they're already anchored in purpose ***. They've been refined in silence so the spotlight doesn't destroy them. Some people want platform without preparation. They want recognition without refinement. But when you skip the process, you short-circuit the purpose. The process isn't a punishment, it's protection. God is hiding you so he can shape you, because he knows that what's built in silence can carry what's revealed in the light. The process is messy, it's lonely, it's filled with unanswered questions, delayed dreams, and daily discipline, and yet it's holy, because it's in the process that you learn to depend, not on people's opinions, but on God's voice, not on fleeting motivation, but on anchored commitment. You stop looking for signs and start walking by faith. Champions don't idolize the finish line, they master the small steps. They understand that obedience in the dark is what produces confidence in the light. And when the outcome finally comes, they don't act surprised. They're not shaken by the attention, because their strength wasn't built by noise. It was built by ***, day after day of unseen, uncelebrated faithfulness ***. That's why some of the strongest people you'll ever meet aren't loud. They don't brag, they don't boast. But when they walk into a room, you feel the weight of their story. You feel the depth of what they've carried, the storms they've survived, the victories they've fought for in silence. The world may just now be seeing them, but heaven's been watching them all along. Would you like me to expand key point 4 next? Certainly. Here's a *** long form expansion of key point 4 *** from the speech ***. Champions are made in silence ***, written with a deep faith, driven and emotionally compelling tone ***, without a subtitle or conclusion ***. There's something sacred about obscurity, something powerful about being hidden, not forgotten, not forsaken ***, but hidden for a purpose ***. In a world that equates visibility with value, we've forgotten that the greatest transformations don't happen in public view. They happen in the secret place, in the unnoticed seasons, in the moments when you feel unseen, unheard, and unknown. But that's exactly where purpose begins to breathe. Champions know that before they are revealed, they must be refined. And refinement doesn't happen in comfort. It happens in the quiet, when you're behind the scenes, when you're doing the work no one will ever post about, when you're struggling in silence, yet choosing to keep walking. When you're not getting recognition, but you're still getting revelation. That's where purpose matures. There are seasons in your life where it feels like nothing is happening, like the prayers are hitting the ceiling, like your grind is unnoticed. But that's not the truth. Something is happening, not outside, but inside. Your roots are growing, your mind is being sharpened, your character is being tested, and your calling is being clarified, not by applause, but by *** pressure ***. God often keeps you hidden so he can shape you without interference, because exposure too early can crush what hasn't been strengthened, and sometimes what feels like a delay is divine protection. You're not behind, you're being built. And the silence around you is not a sign of absence. It's a sign that God is doing something deeper in you than anyone else can see. This is why you have to resist the urge to rush the reveal, to crave the crowd, to demand the spotlight. Because if you're not careful, you'll mistake obscurity for rejection, when in fact it's God's way of preparing you to carry something heavier than you could have handled if He answered too soon. Champions are patient with their process. They trust that the silence isn't stopping them. It's *** strengthening them ***, and it's in those hidden seasons that your foundation is set. That's where you develop the kind of internal structure that can support the weight of purpose. You learn to work without applause. You learn to give without recognition. You learn to rise without noise. And most of all, you learn that *** your value isn't determined by how many people see you, but by how deeply you're rooted in what you're becoming. *** So while others are chasing platforms, champions are digging deeper. While others are trying to be seen, champions are allowing themselves to be shaped. Because they understand this truth, if purpose is real, it doesn't need to be proven in a moment. It will be revealed in due time, and when it is, it will carry a power that no amount of popularity could ever manufacture. Would you like to proceed with Key Point 5 expansion next?